forget how quickly we adjusted the opening of the curtains on this in particular? Because I think when I'm gaming during the week, it's like 8 or 10 seconds to start, and then on this one, it's always like, no, we're going.
And by we, you mean you.
Yeah. Well, we talked about it. There was a discussion of like, should we just have that happen? Yeah, should we have that happen faster? And you're like, yeah, we could do that. So we just lessened the time of when and I did. Oh, that is correct. Oh my gosh.
Should I be shorter?
Why? Why did you do that?
I felt I wasn't close enough to the microphone. Now I feel I'm.
All right, now you got to fix.
All right,
now you got to fix it. This is what happens when we don't podcast for like a month.
Taller.
And Leon's getting large.
Yeah,
exactly. There's a sale at JCPenney's.
Actually, that's good that came up. I want to talk to you about something.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome in, everybody. It is our first podcast of 2026 of the new year. Hopefully this one works out even better. Works out better than last year from a lot of standpoints, at least in the world.
Oh, the year.
Yeah, exactly.
You're talking about, did we have a bad first show last year? Or?
No.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I could go back and look. I don't want to look.
Not for bad.
Let's not find out. Let's not do that at all. But it is beverage podcasting time. We've got three beverages total. One of them, we will actually be watching a podcast, The Inception, that we always do now for the last several years. We'll be watching that as we actually get to have the beverage, because I saved some of it.
I saw.
So we get to have some of that. We're going to have the secret beverage. We'll reveal that to you. We'll talk about it. We'll make jokes that we're watching us, watching you, watching us, all that kind of stuff. So if you're new here and have just found the channel, this is a good one to start with. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith.
And we are About Beverages.
I'm Keith Duran. No, wait.
And then D.
Yeah.
Double D. Hello, Bevy Brothers, my favorites of all. Good to see you too, Baker.
Wow.
Good
yes,
to
hi,
see
Baker.
you. Let's just get out the first beverage. Did I wind up?
Now we hope
I did.
I hope I didn't corrupt this beverage.
Do you want to talk about how you may have corrupted this beverage?
Well, so it's this is a new thing at Trader Joe's. It's a cherry cola prebiotic soda, and kind of I guess along the lines of like what. I forgot
Poppy and what was the other one?
Olipop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But ours needs to be kept refrigerated. I'm assuming that's for the viability of the cultures that are in there. And so yesterday,
now it makes you wonder about the other sodas that have these in there. It doesn't need to be. But anyway, sorry, I interrupted.
Yeah, no, But so I didn't know this was on the Trader Joe website. You actually did find it there.
I did.
So I had sent you a picture of it. And usually when I take pictures now, I take it out of the fridge, our back fridge, set it up there, take a picture, and then put it back in the fridge. Well, yesterday, about 5 hours later, I realized I had not put this back in the fridge. So I'm hoping that this won't do terrible things to us. I think if anything, it would just affect, I'm guessing, the viability of cultures.
Okay.
So hopefully, but if some reason we're like, oh, then we shan't drink any. I noticed you poured me more just in case. No, just kidding.
The foam is just a little bit more there, actually. To be honest, also, since you have had a taste of this, right?
Yes.
I'm going to have you sip it first. So if also you're like, oh, that's not what I tried the other day, like that would also be a nice, easy one right there. We put all the links in chat of the three beverages we'll be having today. So if you're watching us live here on Twitch, which we do this most Thursdays. Like I said, obviously it's a little different around the holidays and things like that at the end of the year. But most Thursdays we try and be here, hang out for a little while. Like I said, usually try 2 to 3 things. Like I said, sometimes alcohol, sometimes water, sodas, as you can see here, smoothies, all kinds of things, cocktails,
almost
mixed
coffee.
Drinks, almost coffee. Yeah, I had coffee that I got in from a place, and I did try that. And it is not worthy of us to try on a podcast. I'll just say that. But yeah, so why is airplane a reference that needs to be discussed?
Well, so so we haven't, like, what, our last one was the 17th of December.
Yeah.
So that's been what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
So in that time, I listened to different podcasts. And
what?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
A lot of the ones that I listened to were doing reruns of stuff or just had people on I wasn't interested in. Somehow it was featured on Spotify for me. It was something on The Sure Thing. And it was, so do you know who Bill Simmons is?
I do.
The 30 for 30 guy?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you like Bill Simmons?
Does he have a podcast too? Is it
He
the
does.
same guy I'm thinking about?
Well, he and The Ringer is like where Amy Poehler's thing is through. I think
Yeah,
that's his
I always
thing.
hear that. I think he's a little controversial.
Is he controversial?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really
If
super
he is,
familiar
I
with
don't
him.
know.
When I hear his takes on sports, I always think he's annoying. But
okay, I think he's
I
like
just
the
never
30
know
for
if it's the
30
same
guy,
Bill
right?
Simmons. Is that who it is?
I think that's who that is. He works for ESPN.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's him.
Okay.
Well, so, but he does a podcast called The Rewatchables.
Okay.
And he's always, and I've listened to a few of them now. He's always in it, and then he's got like a couple other guys. And so what they did is they did one with The Sure Thing.
Okay.
And that was, fairly soon after Rob Reiner and all that. And I love The Sure Thing's one of my favorite movies. I like to watch around the holidays. And so I watched that, but then they did one, and it's actually kind of funny, I think, because I was talking to, once again, if he's controversial or something, then I'm not. No, I don't want to espouse.
No. I'm probably pushing in too much. Like I said, I just I think if it's the same guy I'm thinking of, like I've sometimes found his takes like a little bit annoying because like he's kind of a Boston guy. I think
he's he's definitely a Boston guy.
I think I'm thinking of the same guy.
Okay,
then.
you probably you are. No, he's for sure a Boston guy, but
and maybe just because he's taken over like maybe the whole world, or he seems like he has. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway,
no.
Go ahead.
And he's definitely a movie guy, so it reminds me of you. It reminds me of my buddy at work, and he gets like. They talk some really detailed stuff. Yeah. Was that direction? Was it this? Yeah. So I listened to the one on The Sure Thing, and then I searched a little bit more, and he had one on the old airplane. Oh, okay. And like rewatchables, and I guess they maybe watch it not together, but then they come and they have certain questions they talk about. What's they have this award, this silly award, that silly award. Who, if anybody, or who would get your one Oscar from this if you were giving it up? But he had Bill Hader that he talked to about Airplane. Wow. And so that was just very funny, and a lot of the stuff that they talked about, because I figured out he's only a couple of years younger than I am. So not Bill Hader. Bill Hader's like 10 or 15 years younger than maybe.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah, he's in his 40s, but he's
probably my age, maybe a little younger. Maybe
something like that. Okay. I think but anyway, it was just interesting to hear them just talk about Airplane and how. And that's what I always thought it was. That was like the one that started those silly comments.
Oh, 100%. So I don't think anything really had done that.
Not that.
In full form like that.
Not that stuff.
Sushi, how's it going? It is wonderful to see you, as always. How does this taste? We haven't tasted it yet.
Let's try it.
We've been smelling, we've been talking, so we haven't tried it yet. So this is, Trader Joe's Cherry Cola Prebiotic Soda. Hopefully not tainted.
Yeah. I think that's got to be the
I'm sure it's fine.
With all the sugar that it has in it, I'm sure.
Although it says it only has like 5 calories or something. You said all the sugar that's in here.
Well, I'm usually sodas. I guess I see soda.
I think you're making the soda assumption.
And I think sugar.
Are the facts on here? Can we find it on the website?
They're on the back of the can.
Don't anybody move. I got to go to the can. How much sugar? Where it wasn't much.
I have the glasses.
40 calories. 5% juice. I think you will because of the red and the black there. That's getting me.
5.
Okay.
2 added. Okay.
I thought I saw like 5 grams.
Carbonated water. Some sort of agave, inulin, cherry juice concentrate, cane sugar, apple juice concentrate. Oh, okay.
Okay, so 5 grams of sugar total.
Okay.
40 calories, 5 grams of sugar
now.
total.
We shouldn't drink it.
Yeah. Socrates, here's your hemlock. Great. What's the verdict? It's funny. We were actually talking about when we were on vacation. We were talking about Airplane because when we were waiting for the train that we wound up taking. We were sitting there. The white zone is for immediate living, and they're like, "You just want me to get an abortion, don't you?"
And that was kind of
so we were talking about that stuff. So it's funny that you would just happen to listen to that too. Yeah, that's not too bad. Should we try it?
Yes.
Okay. I was waiting to see if I had to spit it out.
No, I don't think so. I remember
the Alamo,
thinking that it had my initial, I think, taste of it when I first tried it. It was almost like too amaretto cherry, but then that quickly went away. So I don't get that as much anymore. Oh my God, being out 5 hours took away which is good then.
Healthy soda. I think that's kind of what they're going for. This is like their prebiotic soda mills, like definitely has become like a market. Like I said, between we were talking about Poppy and Olipop. Yeah. Are any of those probiotic? Like, are some of the? I don't want to. Someone at some point is going to get in the comments on the YouTube video and they'll be like, "Well, that's actually a prebiotic. And that's a probiotic." Like,
I thought they were all prebiotic.
Okay, are they all prebiotic? Okay,
yeah.
Soda is healthy. That's right. Mills, it is good to see you though as well. That is not for me.
No?
Amaretto, cherry.
There is the amaretto.
Cinnamon.
Oh, I didn't get
At
cinnamon.
the very back end, I get cinnamon red hots, like that sweet, like spice kind of thing there at the very, like on the finish, which I don't know what that is. Yeah, the amaretto cherry thing. Like
that's being left out for 5 hours. Oh, wait,
it could be. That's what it brings out. It's the cinnamon flavor. Yeah, what was the other one? There was
strawberry
another one.
vanilla.
I would definitely try. The quality on this is good enough. Yeah. I just do not personally like this flavor. I would totally try the strawberry. Like if you get that one,
I will get that when it comes.
I would grab another one. I would, because I would like to try that. Those two
Sure.
flavors. And usually, so what's funny is we could even. Should we pull like a really crazy wild card right here?
Oh,
are you ready
crazy?
for a wild? Okay,
wild card,
here's the wild card we could pull.
You have the strawberry vanilla.
No, that would have been amazing. I'm not that good, Chad. I'm not that good. Now don't look till I take it.
Have a root beer.
You've heard that before.
A root beer and smoked maple whiskey drink. That sounds good.
What if I told you I had a Sprecher cherry soda?
Oh, okay.
We could try that.
Okay, we can try that.
We could try that once we finish this. We could just pull an audible. I've saved 2 of them from when I got this collection pack. There's this one, and then I have one that's a maple, which we'll try at like maybe next week.
No, speaking of maple.
But I have a maple soda.
Maple whiskey
have a root
drink.
beer and a smoked maple whiskey drink. Bean. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're off tomorrow. Even if you wouldn't, you should have both those things. Why not? I will be the Steve Austin Bionic soda. Waiting.
It's actually like that. And once, like I said,
yeah, do you not get the cinnamon?
No, I get. Yeah, I do get something.
Cinnamon red hots, I should say. Like
there's something back there. You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
I mixed them together pretty good. I like this idea. Root beer and a smoked. Yeah. So the other one I have from Sprecher, it's literally called like maple soda, which I was like, I don't quite know what that is. I'd never really heard of that before. So we have that too. Like I said, obviously we're affiliated with Sprecher. Love like almost all of their stuff. Usually this is one, honestly, after trying this, now I'm nervous to have this because I think maybe I'm just not a fan of cherry soda.
No, we'll see. Well, and this, once again, this is a different sort of, this is going to be like packed with 120 grams of sugar.
No, this one's also prebiotic.
Damn it.
It is, no, it's not. No,
we just know there's a lot of sugar in there.
235 calories. Serving size, 1 bottle, though. This is a 16-ounce bottle.
Okay.
Looks like 88 grams of carbs. 57 grams of sugar.
Yeah. We know that, but that's scary.
I mean, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
57. That one was 5.
Yeah,
it's close.
Yeah. 6 of one. 57 of one, 5 of another.
Exactly. I'm going to have to use the bottle opener. Actually, that's on the side of our fridge because I don't have one in here.
Go to the fridge cam. Oh, wait, there's no fridge cam. Oh, and the noise was there. The fridge has fallen and it can't get up.
You can't even see any of that because of green screen magic. Yeah, the maple one. I'm sorry. So actually, this ties even better. Being into what you were just talking about, it's literally called maple root beer.
Oh, okay.
Sprecher Brewing. This is something they have. It's called maple root beer. You can order this. Use code Bevy. There's links, ! Sprecher.
Good.
You're more than welcome to use that. Sometimes free shipping. They have stuff going on. Look for other deals. Our code always stacks with any other deals they have going on.
Sometimes free shipping they have. Ask for the Yoda. Put in code Yoda and free shipping.
She said there would be no dressing.
There's still some in there, so just
I would hope so.
No,
if 16 ounces equal to that,
I just didn't want you to.
No, I appreciate
for
that.
some reason turn it upside down, thinking.
Oh, actually, there's less in there than I thought. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of similar, actually.
It is, yeah. A little bit lighter.
Maybe it's just
actually a little bit lighter cherry note.
See, and this is kind of what I got the first time because I remember thinking I liked the strawberry.
There is something you did do something.
I did.
Oh no! Oh God! What have I done?
It's very mild.
Kind of reminds me of like a cherry Sprite.
Cherry or a cherry icy. It goes toward that. Not that quite that strong, but yeah.
Which to me, I'm happy about because when I had that one in there, I was worried it was going to be kind of like that
too
soda,
much
or it was
cherry,
going to be way too much cherry or medicinal or something like that.
Yeah.
So this is honestly a little bit lighter, and maybe it even seems lighter because that one was fairly strong. But yeah, like this is fine.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like I said, wouldn't be my first.
It's not super sweet.
No,
I would have thought. Yeah, that would be
those
sweeter.
57 grams aren't doing their job. You're hoping for a little more. It's interesting they didn't need that. I am surprised as well.
Yeah,
like that
good.
is
no artificial color. Well, at least not much artificial color.
Yeah, it's very light. Yeah, the pink color. Did you want?
Yeah, a little more. Sure. But anyways, I thought
pulled an audible.
I thought maybe, like I said, that might be the kind of, once again, if you don't like that guy, then you don't. But it was just funny how, especially how
I'm trying to think, maybe
detailed they are about movies.
I feel like at some point he said something about The Godfather. Maybe that's what I didn't like.
Oh, okay.
I have seen some of those clips of them talking about movies, and like I said,
he does
the initial.
So he did his top 50 movies of the 2000s. So 2001 on.
Okay.
It was just this list he made. It was. I mean, it sounds like he put some thought into it, but one of his like top 5 or 7 was The Departed.
Oh yeah, people.
But that's also set in Boston, so
that's a good movie.
Yeah,
I think I've only literally seen that movie one time.
I've seen it once, but I've seen parts of it many times. It seems like that's on a lot, and
I've listened to Matt Damon talk about it. Like that whole, like, I think I've sent it to you, the thing where he talks about what Jack Nicholson, how he made that one scene where they shoot that person and whatever else. Like it was like, this is on the page and Jack Nicholson turned that one shot into like,
oh wow,
a full page where it's hilarious. Same, really. Yeah. Like I liked it when I saw it. I've just never really watched it again. I think we owned it at one time, but it might've actually been on HD DVD, which I don't have any of those anymore. So, but yeah, I remember it was good, but yeah, there's a good clip you should look for. There's a viral clip of Matt Damon. Like he's a really good storyteller, like movie set kind of stuff, but he has one where he's talking about Jack Nicholson and talking about the process and that was something where it's like, well, you've got the camera set up anyway. I'm going to give you all of these, like, basically I'm going to make this thing that is normally like a 30-second take. I'm going to make it into like a 10 or 15 minute take. And then you'll have all this stuff that however you want to edit it later, you can. Like he kept making it darker. Like, you know, I don't want to get in a little, but you know, it's like the scene was like, you know, this woman they did, you know, whatever, abducted that movie, like who knew I can't remember what was going on with that, but he's with that other taller cohort of his, and he shoots her and, you know, she falls down. So then he's like, you know, like, so he does that, but then he says something about like, you know, like, oh, she fell funny, like she died funny. And then he says like, and then he makes references that he's like, oh, I'm going to have sex with her now. Like, just like, he gets like, weird, like super, super dark. And then it's like, they wound up using like 2 or 3 little bits of that in one thing, but he kept going worse and worse and worse. And it was very interesting. He was a better Whitey Bulger than Depp. I mean, that's true. That is true. I forgot about that. I forgot about Johnny Depp doing that. Yeah, man, I'd forgotten about that one.
Yeah, I like it.
It's good. It is lighter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah,
which good. I think is a good thing for sure. What type of gin would you put? Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, wait. If I would, what'd I do with it? I don't think I'd do anything.
Pour it in your cereal.
Yeah, pour it in my cereal. Just drink it as it is.
That's always a deep reference.
We have a sign that where our $15 bourbon came back. The one you and I tried several years ago, and we were like, it's kind of cinnamony, kind of one note.
Yeah,
mix it with something if you want. But we didn't have it for a large portion of last year. The supply was kind of inconsistent. Go ahead.
Have you heard anything about the other bourbon yet?
No, I didn't want to forget. No, it's supposed to be this month.
Okay, you let me know. Anyway,
I emailed a couple weeks ago, and they said, "Oh, sorry, there's a delay."
You're the only one's asking.
January. It's supposed to be in January, and I look every day to see if it's updated or available, but not yet. No.
But so it had been gone for quite a while.
So it came back, and then we have a side stack of it because we knew people would want it once they saw it. And I don't know who did the sign, but our sign says, "Perfect with any meal." It's like, what? Who says this?
For the bourbon?
Yeah, for the bourbon. And so Todd walked by, and I was like, Todd, I have to share this with somebody. I said, "Did you see this sign?" And he looked at it, and he's like, He's like, what?
Was this one of your chalk writing things, or was
it's a cardboard. So one of our, I like I said, I'm not. I just thought it was funny, and I was just wondering who
did this?
Who did this? Because it
perfect at any meal.
Todd's like,
they're not wrong.
Have it with breakfast. Yeah, and I said, pour it on your cereal.
That's outstanding. Are they using FedEx? Funny. Yeah, like it always used to be. When was it? Like, was it November when it originally had come out? Sometime like for a couple of years it was. Yeah. It was kind of later in the year, and then the last
November, and then it moved to like December, and then last year it was January.
Yeah, it was January, and now this year it looks.
It's supposed to be January again, but yeah, I haven't. Yeah, I'll have to. Actually, I think it's been long enough. I can update them, or I can ask for an update and see when it's coming in. So, because I always say we have customers who are asking, and actually, I had several of them ask last year. I haven't had anybody this year, but I have had a couple of, well, at least one crew member, and then also me inquiring, and I'm a customer.
Exactly.
I want to know.
And they know it's like an instant, like more than a case sold.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's not like, yeah, I'd like to buy that one bottle. Like, like I buy 6 or 7. Yeah. Like, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Cause I think when we did the joint birthday last year around my birthday, I think we had gotten them by then. Cause I remember giving HJ like theirs, like, cause I always give them one every year. Yeah. Sometimes they find it, sometimes they don't.
I can check. I can look back and see when it did come in, but I'm pretty sure it already at least had a date by this time.
Yeah.
Last year,
I think it was coming in. Cause I remember you like, are you sure that's how much you want? Is it so like, I was like, yeah, I'll take that much. I was like, well, whatever, if it's okay. Cause it's always, kind of that. And they're like, no, like, it's fine. Like sale's a sale. Like it doesn't matter. So,
cause it was, this will be the 5th year. 21, 22, 23, 24. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this will be the 5th year. So
the only one we don't have any of is the very first one. Is that correct?
Yeah, I know I don't have it.
Because we finished. I was out, and I think when you brought yours over, we either there was very little, or we had the last little bit when we did that vertical of was 3 years. Did we do 3 years worth of verticals? Or?
Yeah, the 21, 22, 23. Yeah, we didn't. Last year's wasn't part of that. So
yeah, that was good though. that was very, very cool. Are you ready for some hard stuff?
What, you got some questions for me? Or?
I've got some multiplication. I've got some division. I've got some longitudinal stuff. Perfect for any meal, including breakfast. Secret Defense Pete Hegseth, spokesperson found. I don't know if that almost might turn me off to having it for breakfast, though. Unfortunately, that is funny. All right, so we're going to do one of our favorite things of the year. At least it's one of my favorite things. I don't know.
It is a good thing.
At some point,
I enjoyed it.
It's Martha Stewart level of a good thing, at least for us here. Every year we kind of what did we talk about? How many is it now?
I think this was our 8th.
This was our 8th annual of trying.
Yes, 8th.
Excuse me, of buying something a little bit more expensive, something we wouldn't normally get. We wind up recording it in secret. And recording it, at least now, kind of old podcast style of just give it a shot. And we record that, we try it, and then we now share it, not only with all of you for the first time, but like I said, we watch it back for the first time ourselves. It is live now up on YouTube, I believe, for everybody to see. But we are actually going to Inception watch it right here. And thanks to me saving it in my flask here, we're going to get to have some of said beverage as well.
Daddy's sippy cup.
Yeah, exactly. This is what we bought.
Yes.
So this is what we bought here. This is the Westward whiskey. This is their Milestone edition number 3. It is an American single malt. Obviously, people that have been watching the podcast for a little bit, they've seen us have 3 other things from them. I actually have other new things from Westward that I've already bought that we can start having next week. We really love them. Like I said, their stuff is just very delicious and unique. And
very, very good. Even,
so this was an easy choice to, try, well, we'll get into it in the video. I was about to say something that I literally know is already in the video because I was checking it. So I'm just literally going to shut up. Let me get it up on the screen. We'll start watching that. I'll pour some of this. And like I said, we'll enjoy this for a little bit. If anybody has questions about it in chat or something we don't get to, you are more than welcome to obviously ask those as well.
We were trying this. We bring this over on Christmas Eve to our other brother's house, and we had some then, and then we were revisiting some of the old ones that he still had. I think we clear out like 2 or 3.
I think
there wasn't much to clear out.
I think we did, because we had the Balvenie 21 year, which was like the second one we bought.
Yeah, the Tears of
Tears of Llorona. With that one, there is still some left.
Okay.
The Tide and Time was gone.
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, the Balvenie 21 specifically now is like even more expensive than when we bought it, which is crazy. Yeah. But that one is still very, very good, even for what little was left in there.
And we were actually ranking the top. We were ranking them from 8 to number 1.
We did.
That was kind of a fun conversation.
That's right. We did do that.
So
I forgot about that. Oh, maybe we'll talk about that at the end then, because that'll tell you kind of where this one wound up placing in there. But we're gonna hit play on that, and Keith gets to hear the old music there. I have this thing literally filled to the top. I thought I would start out this year with how we always do when we do our annual thank you podcast. Is I always kind of can't remember. So is this the first or second year that I've had my beer?
This would be the second, I believe.
This is the second, I believe. I think that's correct. How many times have we been doing this, though? The actual question on
Well, I was just counting on my fingers.
But, okay. Did you run out of fingers?
It's 8.
Okay.
No, not yet. Because
soon. When we get to 11, that might be against terms of service.
Then I'll have to. Yeah. Well, maybe when we get to 21.
Oh, okay. There we go. We'll decide.
I won't immediately go to that for number 11.
At that point, we'll probably be done with all this anyway. We might as well just throw it all out the window.
Just retire.
But yeah, this is our now 8th annual.
Because the reboot began in 2018, and I think we started that very first
Keith
year.
killing it in the button down? He did kill it in the button down, like it's true.
Really jeez. Long name. But yeah, annual viewer appreciation show.
Yeah, make sure we're wearing the same shirts to make it trippy. And we
show
our appreciation to you, the viewer, everyone that has stuck through us, either through YouTube or Twitch, has watched us do these things.
Lucky is good to see you as always.
Podcasts or anything we've put out. We thank you by buying us a very expensive beverage. I don't know quite how this works.
It's a little, it's a little. Yeah, we're appreciative of what you've done.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're not really showing necessarily. I guess we're not necessarily benefiting that. Although you are getting a standalone show, which is something we haven't done for a little while. So
that is very true.
So you're going to have that.
So this normally we go out every year. We kind of have to do a lot of searching. Sometimes the last couple of years, I feel maybe we've felt a little bit pinched on what we're trying to find and trying to fit things into the box of either the dollar value we're looking for or the thing that excites us the most.
Right.
This year went a little bit differently. We did still go out and hang out, which was very nice. We had a little lunch and had some beverages and talked about things. Yep. But I kind of found this one. And you were currently in Europe, which is a weird thing for me to say. You were in Europe at the time with your family. And so I kind of had to make a decision because this is something that was very limited. And I was like, I just bought it. And I was like, well, if for some reason this isn't what you were hoping for, I mean, I would keep it. I'd be still excited.
Can I return this?
Yeah, exactly. But when
I sure tip the makeup lady and the lighting guy, right?
Like, sure.
Yeah, especially based on prior experience
correct
with this particular distiller. But yeah, that was and I know the last few years, like we've started kind of at the farthest point away from us and we've worked our way back toward our house and had a good time doing that, but it always seems like, well, that's not quite so
the first few years we lucked out. We found great things.
Yeah.
We're very excited about it. And then I would say after that it's been a little up and down.
The first, we
first
had
4 years, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say up through the Time and Tide was really good.
Yeah.
Even the Tears of
Llorona,
that was really good. I think that made
the 21-year Balvenie that we had was also delicious.
So those were we had some.
The Duncan Taylor that we had, the 18-year Highland Park Duncan Taylor. Yeah, that was the first year. That was very lucky.
So we've had a couple that were like,
go in the archives if you want to watch any of those. They're all there.
It was good. I think even earlier this year, you said, you know what, I had this thought, if I come across something. Yeah, maybe let's just get it.
Llorona. Yeah,
and that was probably one of the harder parts is seeing this. Every once in a while, maybe you tucked it away.
I've had it. You had me interested with just the color of that. Mills, I think you would. Right. So what are we talking about?
It's a good color.
You want to tell them what we were talking about? It should be this right here.
Well, we are talking about the Westward Distillery Milestone. This is
Look at that packaging.
Super cool box. Not that that's a part of it. We've had a few of them that we've bought have come with some really cool packaging. But if you've been with us throughout, I think just this year on the show, we've tried 2.
I think the better ones all have come in cool packaging. We had their cask strength. We had their stout cask. And then we also had their Pinot Noir cask. Yeah. Also, like I said, coincidentally, we have not tried their general single malt spirit. We've tried all these other and they've all been fantastic. One of the ones they were. Kind of been blown away. We still will not have tried that. Packaging is really neat. I noticed this today. I don't know if you think of this too. It'll be a little hard to see on camera, but because of the way this bottom is with the way it's indented, it almost looks like it's floating.
Oh, it does sort of look, yeah.
It kind of looks like the box is floating a little bit because of this indentation, which is kind of cool. But yeah, as soon as I got it, I was like, the way they packaged it, the way it was sent to us. We'll talk about pricing at the very end. We always kind of do that.
Right.
Just know that this was a premium. Can't get it anymore unless you're part of, I think there might be a few bottles left if you're part of their club, which is actually initially free to sign up for. Definitely check out Westward Whiskey.
I have now signed up for the club.
Taste, but everything else we have from them has been
official.
It's definitely not cheap, but it's been very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, this is really cool.
I've signed up for the club because it is.
I don't quite know how to show
It is like
this
free to sign up, and you can always push shipments if you don't want them or whatever else and stuff like that. And you can order as little as have one bottle, and that's what I did it for. So as soon as you do that,
very well shipped.
the things we'll be having over the next few weeks, like I said, is because I was part of that club. I was able to order special stuff
from this so that none of the box would get damaged in shipping, which was really neat.
The packaging was really good on this.
Kind of off to the side, right here. That actually has a place where you can register your bottle with them, so they kind of know.
This is actually, if Joe still has this in several years, this is what I'll be buried in. That shaped spot right there.
That's shaped, Oregon,
right?
Quietly rested in a bourbon or a whiskey.
I think.
Quietly rested in a whiskey box.
It's amazing when you kind of we've just discovered them within the last year. It's like, oh, it's not even just a few years they've been around. They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, like 21 years. 21 years.
And you discovered them. Was it the old man and the kid?
It was the old man and the kid, as we call them. It was, it was through them, through SLB Bourbon Bar. Like I said, they had kind of turned me on initially to American single malts in general. And since we've had from New Holland Distillery, we've had from here, we've had from a few other different distillers, and they've been very unique and very fantastic so far. So
you even won for charity. You bought some raffle tickets.
I did. I won. That was was for a bourbon, but like I said, that was still also through them as well. But yeah, so this Milestone, this is their third edition that they have done of this. I've heard the other two were quite excellent, so I'm looking forward to this one, especially because they raised the proof on this as well. The last couple of years, I think they were, like low 90s, upper 90s. This one is 54.25 ABV, 108.5 proof. So that was also what drew my eye, as well as, like I said, the process that they made this as well.
And I know their website, obviously for many reasons, but it's a good website. There's lots of information on there. There was a couple of videos that we've watched on there before. They talk about how their concept, their way of making whiskey is brew it like a beer.
Yeah, they have a lot of beer. Beer brewing initially in their lineage, or at least some of their distillers initially started out there, which I think some of that leads into some of their process. And again, it's been pretty fantastic. Like I said, what we have enjoyed.
You should wear this same shirt every year, and every year one more button comes down.
We've been waiting for a little
and that's how you can tell what really strong.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then the t-shirt.
That's right. Like you, and then Lucky just passes out.
Yeah, I definitely have been very excited to try this one. It's been difficult. It's sitting there just a few
like rings on a tree.
Pretty much.
Lucky.
Yeah, you were remarking on this too.
What year was that? Well, how much of Keith's chest to show?
Yeah,
exactly.
You could probably store it on the bottle can. It's wide. Its base is wide enough and heavy enough. So,
but I won't.
No, we won't.
But I won't. We'll also, longtime viewers will also may want to mention, normally we have a little bit left in our budget where Mr. Phil Collins is here. He introduces the beverage.
You have to ditch the undershirt if that was the case.
All the single malt, as they say. The whiskey you took up all the budget. So hopefully it was worth it. Like I said, we usually get to see Phil.
Chest hair looks Heather Gray. I'd say it's a 2025 video.
Sorry we couldn't afford you this year.
Yeah, that is dark.
It is. I would agree with myself.
Side for sure.
It's dark.
Kind of almost. Is it a little mahogany? Can we say it's a rich mahogany?
Oh my gosh!
Can we do it?
Do we know where it's going to? Do we like the color that is showing? Yes, we do.
I love that. We haven't gotten to tie into that song.
Yeah, I know we haven't. That used to be one we did a lot.
Yeah, that happened a lot. We do like singing
here
on the podcast.
Good to call back.
That's very true.
Back there. So, do we want to talk about how this is made, or we just want to get right into this and maybe talk about it after we?
Yeah, kind of a little bit as both. The biggest thing I guess people want to know about, like how
to give myself a sip.
We looked up the information. Obviously, a lot of it's on their website. We'll have this down in the links below. But
here you go, buddy.
A 21-barrel Solera system, which is used for centuries by European winemakers. This method continuously ages and blends some of our oldest and most precious whiskeys with rare casks, building extraordinary layers of complexity, which is what we look for when we're having our annual beverage. So we always kind of talk about the finish is usually where we always say that's where the money goes.
That's where it is.
Pricing for that quality is not outrageous on their website. Like all this one in particular is a premium. The other ones, in my opinion, are well worth it. Not that they are cheap. Literally globetrotting Australia. In any way, you can get their just regular standard single malt for right around I think it's like about $60, something like that, $59.95. As soon as you get into some of the other either cask strength or other maturations or other cool things they've done. Like I said, again, we've got 3 more we're going to try. There's a Trinity cask. I have a double dark. I have like a couple other really cool. Those are all around $100 a piece. So it just kind of depends on what your budget is. I think they're well worth it.
Yes. There's still heat that I'm having a little trouble getting past, but I'm getting some caramel. Yep. And there's like a high note of maybe some rye or some kind of spicy. There's a little something, a higher note in there. That's all I've been able to get to at this point.
Okay. So I'm getting baking spice, cinnamon, like honey or like honeysuckle, like that kind of thing, like almost like floral, but also like a high sweet note.
Yeah,
getting a little bit of chocolate in there at the very like bottom end, and maybe a little bit of oak in there too. The oak and the chocolate are kind of blending together. For me, it's mostly some, like I said, lighter, in a good way. Like I said, I know sometimes you could say the word cinnamon and that could be
you're right.
Like I said, it's cinnamon, baking spice, and then
also there are another place, Mills, too, that sometimes, if not all the time, has free shipping depending on how much you order as well.
Sweet note blend in there. That is that's a really good, for me, blend of aromas. Like I'm getting a lot of different things that are all working well together, which almost sometimes makes it a little bit difficult to find. The heat is there, but it's not too bad for me.
The cinnamon is there, kind of like we tried a beer recently, that the winter ale.
Oh yeah,
and that was done well. The aroma was just the right amount.
I think that's one of the ones I bought, Mills. So if you want to wait, we could do that as a review next week. I think we bought the one with the agave. You want to know?
Cinnamon sugar kind of thing. Agave barrel.
Smells very inviting, and also kind of good this time of year.
I'll double check when we take a break after this.
It's a good time to.
Since it's so cold here.
Yeah, this did release. I think I purchased it in September, but I think it released in October. Is actually when it was shipped to us. And again, there might be a few bottles if people are interested in this left. If you are,
should do a bit like Hammond does in Jurassic Park when he talks to himself during the DNA. That would be really cool if we could incorporate that next year.
I was like, does it? Because we really like these. Not initially.
I could figure out some way to do like, can you hand me the glass? And I like hand it to myself, and he takes it. That's lucky. That's a good idea.
Quarterly, you get 3 bottles, and either way, I was like, probably just adjust my budget that I get 3 bottles from.
I'll see. Now I'm talking about what I should have done, and I did it. I did it. I joined up on the club.
Future you.
Future me was happy.
Past you. Thank you, future.
Cheers.
Keith didn't even want to cheers there.
Out of his mouth.
He was so excited to drink.
First impressions?
How do you feel about the aromas and the notes there? I know it was as we were kind of.
I didn't really.
You still feel the same?
Now and then, I feel the same. Oh wait, I'm listening to too much Jim Croce lately. Actually, is there too much thing?
No,
too much Jim Croce. Not for
at
me.
all.
No. So aroma wise, I yes, and also I'd forgotten. I think I'm going to say something about mint in this, right?
Yeah, you do. Because you lay on the mint.
It just jumps out. It jumped out at me again.
But preface this for everyone here in chat that is just now watching this. When you said mint, the more we talked about it was like mint, but contained within a mint julep, where it's not like you're spelling peppermint or spearmint.
No,
it's more of like it's been muddled and that leaf and those kind of things. And I agree, there is a little bit of that. I get so much though, which I said in the video, the like honey or honeysuckle, baking spices.
Yeah. Definitely get more of that.
Like I said, the caramel, like all those kinds of things in there are just so good.
I don't get those, like you talked about, like chocolate and stuff. I don't get those per se, but I do get a lot of those more honey and spice and all that stuff going on there.
Gotcha, 100%. Third off topic, 1,000 sent in the code. I will work on that with you after the show. That is not a problem. I'll do that probably after the show. So either a little bit later tonight or tomorrow, because I need to make sure that you actually redeem it. But we will work on that. But thank you for purchasing it. I hadn't even seen that it happened yet. That's awesome. Thank you for supporting the campaign. These dreams, Jim Croce. It's true. It's true.
Now and then I feel the same. Make sure you save a little bit in that flask for yourself.
There's probably about half still in here.
Okay.
Got some for us.
Never-ending flask.
Yeah,
Never-ending flask. We have not had any Bears
of course.
talk.
Yeah, I appreciate very much. Like I said, you taking that emblem for sure. But yeah, well, I'll message you probably in about like an hour or so. I would think once we are done with the show. But thank you very much.
I didn't realize you guys were you guys like in a bar watching the game in California?
No, we're just at the
all right.
at our Airbnb.
Okay. There was no texting at all, and we were with we actually saw Dave and Misty.
Oh, okay.
We had that planned a couple months in advance. I had the game on, but and I kept walking by going. I was like, well,
yeah,
right.
we were frustrated. I was texting with Rich and stuff like that. Like we were I was texting with him, and then it was like he's like, "Oh, it's over, good see." I was like, "No," I'm like, "Come on," like like I'm still that optimist. So no, it was pretty amazing game. So yeah, we didn't talk too much Bears at the beginning of the show, but it was quite a game. Just kind of continually playing with house money. We'll see if there's one more in there, and if San Francisco can win, we could even have a championship game in Chicago. So
wow.
we will see.
True.
That would be wild.
That's true. First impressions. Oh, you want mine?
Yeah.
Well. Oh.
Yeah. No.
I had to lead with Ronald Reagan. Really?
That's your choice?
Yeah,
that's your choice?
This is what my life has led to.
Could have done Jack Benny.
I get, and I know we've talked that this is a good thing. I get mint leaf.
Oh, okay.
I am getting.
Here it comes. Do you think they used a little bit of rye in there then? Because sometimes I get mint, like I'll get a little bit of, like sometimes rye spice makes me think of that.
Well, so this is many different single malts that have come together. We don't know.
We really don't. We really honestly
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
There's
a lot we don't know about this.
There is a single malt. Like I said, it is a single malt. That doesn't mean that in every barrel went the exact same single malt.
Right.
Like I said, I honestly don't. And again, Westward, if you want to reach out to us, if you've seen the video, I'll probably reach out after the video to see if there's any, obviously they maybe don't want to give away everything.
Yeah.
But like I said, that's very possible. It also could be that, no, every barrel got the exact same one and we just had different years, different ages, different barrels, all that stuff, which also could still be depending on the barrel. I have seen that video, Mills, and it's really good. It's very enjoyable. I've been enjoying watching Packers fans crash out.
It reminded me of like a mint julep, that kind of thing. So it reminded me of whiskey. And I know mint juleps are bourbon, and this is not a bourbon, but it reminded me of like whiskey, the mint. It's the heat is there, but not overly so. The body's a nice medium body. It's not light.
There's some nice viscosity to it.
Yeah.
There's some nice oiliness. Like I was definitely, as I was going back, like after I'd taken a sip, as I was kind of going back and still tasting, I was like, "Ooh, that's sticking around." Like so the finish was there, and there was.
It makes the mouth water, which is good because then you want to go back in for another sip. So that's just, at least initially, that's what I got.
I would agree with most of that. Like I said, I'm not getting quite as much of the mint. Like not that you're saying it's overpowering, but that's
and it's not like a peppermint candy.
No, right?
It's mint julep-y kind of.
Yeah, where it's more herbaceous. It's more like I said, herbal, vegetal, like that kind of thing coming through. And I get some of that earthiness. To me, I'm getting a lot of what I got in the aroma, in the taste. Like I'm getting those baking spices. The cinnamon is backed off a little bit. It's kind of more blended in there. Definitely getting more of the classic, what I have come to know, at least with when it comes to Westward, that their American single malt. There's this wonderful chocolate that comes through that I think is just awesome. This malted, because of the malted bar, like I said, that like malted, chocolate kind of shake kind of thing kind of comes through, along with the baking spice and the caramel and almost like a little buttered popcorn thing. Kind of like there's a lot of different flavors going on here. Really love the. Just need the Bills to lose, and I don't care who wins. Maybe a Bears fan. I know you were saying, Lucky, that you might start rooting for the Bears. Do we have just for the postseason?
I think we
appreciate
should.
It. Okay, let's have some more.
Why would a Chiefs fan want the Broncos to win?
I think that.
But the Bills.
Oh, I mean, Lucky knows Bills fans, and he has back and forth a lot of those fans, so he wants the Bills.
Okay, I was like, I don't think I'd be rooting if I was a Chiefs fan. I wouldn't necessarily be rooting for the Broncos. But now there's another layer.
Even more hatred toward the Chiefs.
Wow. Okay.
Or toward the Bills.
Toward the Bills. Okay. All right. Okay.
I think that's where I'm landing on that. Like I thought it initially. We've had some more sips. We've had some more discussions. I'm going to land on that. That is delicious.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's delicious.
Really
yeah,
good.
this is fantastic. Keeps coming through. but not like I said too much. I'm getting, like I said, that's nice. The viscosity is just kind of the right amount. Always,
lucky.
We always tend to like a little more. Like I would always take a little bit more.
Yes.
But like I said, but what's there is plenty. That chocolate, like I said, that malted milk ball, like is kind of what I get initially on the taste, and then the finish is just all about, like I said, into that caramel, like buttered popcorn,
kettle corn,
into the, like I said, the honeysuckle, like I said, that lighter kind of note. And then, like I said, just again into some of those other really nice baking spices. Really
108.5
finish. Or 108, yeah, 108.5.
Doesn't taste like that.
No, not at all. Savoring that as you're finished. Like, this is excellent. Really good finish.
The initial mint and mint julep comparison for me is still there, but it's definitely come back, and I do get some of the chocolate now. The kettle corn.
That's the chocolate. If you like any or have not tried anything from Westward, there is a chocolate note, and I think it's just because of their malting process, their distillate, like whatever part of that is, that hits throughout all of their things. So if you like that note, you're going to love so many of their things that they just kind of play around that with. If for some reason you don't like that, then you're probably not going to like their stuff. But like I said, as soon as we added for the version, I was like, oh my God, this is fantastic. Should we talk about the dollar amount now?
You can.
We could.
It's $50.
Yes, no, it was $50 times 5.
Times 5. 50 and 200.
Yeah, 50 and 200. So this bottle goes for $250 on their website. Shipping, around $15 or $20, depending on what's, like I said, what's going on that time of year or whatever. If they're offering anything, I don't know if they always offer free shipping on some of these, but they do a lot of things. So about almost double to triple what their normal bottles are. Like I said, their bottles range anywhere from 60 to 100.
Yeah.
Are kind of the basic ones we've had. Like I said, either the Pinot Noir cask or the cask strength or the Stout cask. They're usually all kind of right about that area. So this one definitely is the premium. What do you think? Do you think that dollar value from other things we've had? Do you think it was worth the extra expenditure? Are you glad to have had it? Would you seek out another one or next year's edition? I'm going to make my questions even easier.
Okay.
If I said next year, hey, they have this bottle again, should we get one? They have an edition number 4, you would say
yes.
I think that's the best way to do it.
You needed to distill that. We needed to think, because there were a lot of things going on there.
That's basically the epicenter of my question, especially for you with how you purchase whiskeys and things. So that's why it
is Thursday. Crocodile's good to see you. It is Thursday.
It's like, okay, so the question is,
no, that was perfect.
Hey, Keith,
that was right.
They've got edition number 4. It's the same price again. Should we try that one again?
We should.
There we go.
I still go back to those first years of just how awesome it was to realize that, wow, there are for me in the good ones, when you're paying more, you want to get that repeat finish. And this one doesn't do it quite like I remember some of those others. And I could be romanticizing some of those to some extent, because that was like such a surprise and such a wow, this is so awesome. This does that though, because it still leaves me with some. And too, I like how this has continued to evolve for me with each sip. Not necessarily the lingering finish of the sip, but each sip has been similar yet different, and I've enjoyed that quite a bit. So we've had
I stand by that.
Do you?
A wonderful.
I agree with myself.
Everything that we've had, we've really enjoyed it.
It's been 3 weeks, but definitely
I still stand. In this situation, we appreciate once again all of our viewers, our followers, everybody out there who is a part of this, all that you do through 5 days out of the week, and to make all this stuff happen. And because we're not, you and I are.
This is not something. This is not a bottle we would normally go out and purchase.
And that was the whole point behind all of this, to say thank you. We're getting to try something even more special. We've tried a lot of special things because people have sent us things, and also here at the end of the year, we get to treat ourselves.
Yeah. Well, treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
But I would completely agree. Like I said, if you're looking for any more of this content, obviously you can find it. If you found us on YouTube, great. If you find us on Twitch, also that's awesome. Either one of those. We stream the podcast stuff most Thursday evenings.
Right.
Depending on the time of year, that varies a little bit, but definitely search there. You can follow us on TikTok and Blue Sky and all the other places for gaming things. But like I said, a lot of good beverage conversation. And we are able to do this and do something this special and try this and share it with you because of you. So Thank you very much, as always. Very much. But, as we always say, whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.
And there you have it. That is a podcast there.
over the holidays, I came across, I don't know exactly how. I think it was on the YouTube page, and I found the video that Pocket sat in with us. We did the the Odd Bruin, the Flanders, and it's funny because now she'll be like, you should give it a shot, but at the very end of that video, she's like, I forgot what you say. But it was funny. It was fun. It was fun watching that. I did a little bit of I watched that, and then I wound up on a Peter Scolari dive.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting, but because I think had been like a few years, the anniversary of his death. But anyways, yeah, so I watched a little bit of Bosom Buddy clips here and there, what I could find on YouTube. But so anyways, but yeah, thank you again, everybody. That was that is really a treat, because it does it as the Cranberry said, it lingers.
Oh, that's true. We had to let it linger. We had to let it linger. We wanted to let it linger. That is very true.
It's still there. And lots of good flavors, continually evolving. And I'm not saying if you spend that money, you're guaranteed to get that, but at least it seems like when we have jumped up into that upper, we certainly have experienced that a lot. And I'm not saying you can't get it cheaper. You probably can with something that but at least.
And we've had stuff obviously from Westward that I think is it's not at that level, but it's still very good at that. Like I said, again, we say lesser, but it's still $100. Like I said, that is not cheap for anything, but I think the quality is there. I think it's fantastic.
Yep.
I enjoy every sip of those other ones. So yeah, completely. All right, let's take a quick break. And I remember that with that
was good.
We'll take a little bit of a break. We're going to get the final beverage of the evening, and we'll talk about that when we get back. So yeah, thank you guys for indulging us with that.
Thank you. Yes.
Again, if you missed any part of that or want to hear it fully all the way through without us talking over it or pausing or whatever else, it is now up on YouTube, so please go check that out. Definitely give the video a watch. It's always appreciated. And yeah, we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out and being here. The final beverage of the evening. What have we got? What have we got to show for it?
I think we've got something from Stone.
We do.
The Xocoveza Tres Leches.
They've done different things
in this vein over the years. I know we've had some. I think even like some special, like more like imperial.
We definitely had some bottles. Like I think they had a Xocoveza, like Stout or whatever else. So this is Imperial Stout inspired by Mexican hot chocolate and Tres Leches, of course. 8.5% ABV, 40 IBUs, available nationwide. When we were in California, in Oceanside, there actually is an Oceanside Stone, like about a mile and change from the place that we stay. It's super nice because they do the beer garden thing again, where it's like as soon as you walk in, it almost feels like you were not in the middle of Oceanside at all. It's like everything's kind of covered, really nice. Had a couple beers there. Had something they brought back that I bought a 4-pack of it. It's one of your favorites. They had the Old Guardian barley wine, so I bought a 4-pack of that. Had one of those on draft. Oh, Nilly, that was good. I had that one. I have not had this one.
Okay.
I had that one, and I had an IPA. I can't remember what the IPA was, but currently not available in the upper Midwest. No.
But in the
what
lower
kind of nationwide
Midwest,
is that, Mills? What kind of nationwide is that?
Upper Midwest would be the mid-north.
Mid-North Atlantic?
Mid-Northwest.
Nor'easter. But yeah, always love, like I said, still love going to Stone. I think they're maybe have not had as much newer stuff as they used to.
Yeah.
But they did have some cool things there. This was kind of one of them, but obviously this one was a little bit more... commercial is a weird word, but anyway, like I said, something that there was a more mass produced. Yeah, thank you. But they actually did bring back their Vertical Epic, the 222. So I bought one of those. So they brought that back. At some point they had like a double dry hopped Old Guardian barley wine too, which was like a throwback to 2016. So like I said, but anyway, so I bought this barley wine. And then I bought, they had a sour. I bought one of those. It was in a smaller bottle.
Okay.
So maybe we might have one of those at some point. And then what was the other one? Oh, they had a Woot Stout, like the 2018 version of the Woot Stout.
Yeah.
So I brought one of those back too.
Very pecan and chocolate.
They had nutty stuff in it. But yeah, so those are always really good.
The Farkin.
Yeah, exactly. Some of those. But yeah, so it was nice to see that stuff back. And it was just nice to hang out there. Like I said, my wife had a beer too. And like I said, we just kind of hung out. And then we got, like I said, some shirts and things. Did you get your shirt in California? This one I did not. I've had this one for a while. I did get a shirt while I was there. But like I said, have not, did not for, not this one at least. But yeah, like it's I still like hanging out there. Like I said, it was still just, good vibes. They had a lot of, like, they do a lot of, they do the seltzer stuff. Now they kind of do a little bit more mass appeal of all those kind of things. But yeah, they had, like I said, there was an IPA I got too. I forgot the name of it, but like, I have not had that one yet either.
But you had some beers. That's good.
We did. Had some beers, hung out, just like I said, relaxed. It was nice. But anyway, so Imperial Stout, Xocoveza. They do many different versions of this one. Like, again, this one is the Tres Leches version. You can get this in bombers, I'm seeing there too, as well as the cans that we got. But yeah, Mexican hot chocolate, Tres Leches. So there's probably going to be some cinnamon, some chocolate. Should be some Tres Leches. I usually think that, like condensed milk, like caramel, like kind of condensed milk kind of thing. You would hope you would get some of those aromas. I'm not sure how it's...
Definitely got the chocolate and the cinnamon in there.
Yeah, I think it is limited, but I'm not sure. So this was released initially in October.
Of 2021.
Originally, yeah, when it came out. So like I said, hopefully this can is not from 2021. No.
Yeah. Take a look. No, I'm just kidding.
What does it say? Does it have a...
We found this
stamp that is not legible.
Okay.
Just how they like it.
That's the old... I still tell people our version of extra añejo.
Oh yeah, we forgot that.
Reposado, añejo, extra añejo.
Yeah. Oh crap!
There's a corner. There's a barrel in the corner.
Yeah, cinnamon, chocolate, maybe a little bit of some other sweet, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's...
Went a little deep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, let's just have a drink that.
It is said that you drink with your nose. Wait, no. No, don't drink with my nose.
Special ingredients: chocolate, coffee, pasilla peppers, vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, rice, and oats.
Sounds like a good meal.
That is one of the nice things about Stone. They have carried this through even since they've been sold and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, they're always their website. If it is something that is, more, like I said, if it's mass produced, or like I said, there's a lot of really good information, not only tasting notes, but the hops that are in there. Like I just looked at the special ingredients. Like I said, I really do appreciate that kind of stuff when any kind of place does do that.
There's a little bit of just a mild warmth in there, but that's quite.
That's easy drinking.
Easy, very balanced, and it's an imperial though. You don't want
8.5%.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's not,
I guess it's imperial, but
it is imperial. Yeah. It's not. When I saw that too, I was like, is it? At least for us, for an experienced drinker, this is barely.
It's a light imperial.
I forget what is technically. I think imperial. Like if you look at the BJCP standards, it's like 8%,
7.5 or 8.
Yeah, it's lower than you think it is.
Yeah.
Or at least what I think it is. I think because so many things have slowly crept up.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yep.
As people have gotten used to, like the different proofs and stuff. But yeah, no, that's good. Like I would even, that's pretty much what I expected.
Yeah.
I would even take it being like a touch sweeter, like, because you think when you read all the things on there, the Tres Leches, like all that kind of stuff, you think like, oh, it's probably gonna be like cloyingly sweet or like a little bit too, or pastry stout level, but it's not, because of the hops that Stone does in there. Like I said, 40 IBUs, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for a stout is a little, it adds a little bit too. So you get that bitterness kind of heft hitting at the back. I think that's pretty good. How about those Bears? Sam coming in. Oh my gosh, Sam, we can't talk about the Bears enough.
We need to be able to score with the Rams.
We do. That's going to be interesting.
This could turn into another 49er game.
Maybe Puka Nacua can get a Tanya Harding or something like that.
So we need to find Jeff Galooly.
Yeah, we need to find Jeff Galooly to go Tanya Harding on Puka Nacua.
They're calling me Galooly.
Sam, it is good to see you. Sam, we were talking earlier this week because obviously Mike Tomlin surprisingly hitting the I'm out button. I don't know. Did he call it a retirement, or I'm just stepping away?
Stepping down,
away,
or
whatever else. Like maybe he takes a year.
Yep.
I'm sure he'll probably want to be in coaching still, but like if he went the Bill Cowher route, like he would be amazing as in my opinion, as a commentator.
Well, that's what they were saying.
Or not necessarily as a commentator, but like one of those, like I said, in those kind of I'm sure there were people already reaching out to him being like, you don't want to coach. Here's this contract.
Yeah.
I'm also surprised John Harbaugh.
Yeah. But
to the Giants.
That's what I was. Yeah.
That's
I was surprised.
Wild.
Yeah.
Where's Pete? Where's PGs? Where are you in chat, Pete? That's crazy. 1 year left, and Rooney basically said it was his decision. Okay. Because then I think what Sam was talking about, like if they like he does sign, then it's a draft pick thing because it's like a Sean Payton kind of style. Like if he doesn't sit out for a year, then it turns into there can be picks have to be exchanged and stuff like that. Because since he wasn't fired and he just kind of walked away from it, they still retain rights things, or like I said, which is always interesting. But didn't expect the Giants, but probably the best situation. I wonder. I wonder what's going to be the best situation. I mean, I would not be excited about like the ever injury prone Jackson Dart. Like that's always scary to me.
Yeah, if he's going to
someone has barely played
way.
Like for a little bit, and all of a sudden he's already had like 4 or 5 concussion protocols. Like that's always scary quick. Like the names we requested interview. Hope we get our Ben Johnson. Who have you requested, Sam? I actually haven't seen it yet. If you want to throw out a couple of the ones you're excited about. I have not looked too deep into it. I just like the John Harbaugh stuff was kind of highlighting it.
The
surprise.
I watched I saw the Matt LaFleur and Ben Johnson post game greeting, and I think I like people to be good sports about it. So I was like, I don't know what, but then I also don't fully understand the whole dynamic that's going on there. And then I also heard Bill Cowher on the Dan Patrick Show, and Dan Patrick, he referenced that, and then he said, so he's like, what would you, and how about with you and Brian Billick after games? And Cowher's like, have you watched any of those games at the end? Basically like same sort of thing. So I was like, he's like, it's a rivalry. He's like, he's like, I'm there. He's like, you could be a good friend, but I'm there to beat, and I don't care at that moment. And I'm just like, all right. I just, because it goes the other way too. And it's like, I just like people to, can't we all just get along?
Oh my God.
No, I know, but
tell me about it on the injury prone quarterback. Yeah, Mills. Sorry.
No, that's okay. But as long as Bears fans are good with it, then I'm like, all right, then I'm all right with it.
Exactly. Lucky see.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
See, if you look back through, so like there was this whole thing about like, I mean, it started with like, you want to create a rivalry, like that's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, you want to create a rivalry, you want them to be like, so a little bit of that. So there was, the whole thing that started out when Ben Johnson was hired, he said, I kind of like beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
Okay.
So he said that. I was like, oh, okay, throwing a little something on there. Then the first time when they lost to the Packers, LaFleur, when he went over and shook his hand, he tapped him with his play sheet. Like, I got you. So that was like the whole thing. So then the next time when Ben Johnson won, he shook his hand and he tapped him with his play sheet. So and then this one, since it was in the playoff, and they were talking so much trash the whole week.
Well, that's what I heard. I heard like
they were literally talking like, and again, it's fine. Like you have beaten us so much. Like, yes, you have the right to do it. Now, I just find it funny, the pearl clutching on that side of the aisle where they're like, oh, he said a swear word in the locker room. Oh my God, he said F the Packers. Like the pearl clutching from like they had Aaron Rodgers like cursing at our fans, saying he owned like, hey, we didn't say anything about it. We'll let you have it. Now, like, we're like, hey, we're doing better. This is the rivalry you're going to get, which is more exciting for football. So, how dare he? How dare he in the locker room use language? It's like, come on, man, just get off of it. But yeah, like there's a video. I don't think I wound up posting it, like I said, because I try and be, nice to, like I said, Frosty, who's obviously a Packer fan. Like I said, I try and like be civil about it. I let everyone post other things if they want. I try not. But there was one, I had a video that someone did AI, and AI has gotten way too good. There's a video that they made of Ben Johnson walks over to him, and as they go to handshake, he kicks Matt LaFleur in the head, and he falls to the ground, and then Ben Johnson punches the other guy in the face.
Wow.
It was just like fake, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. It's so dumb, but it was like, because I showed it to Joe, and I was like, man, AI is getting too good. And he just walks over, and you see, because then after he does it, then he like flexes on the field, and then he runs off. It's so dumb, but it's ridiculous. Tres leches in this economy, I can only afford one leche. I mean, in California, they just give you 3. That's how it works.
Wasn't it you who told me about the whole the cheese grater hats that originally that company was doing?
So they made the cheese head. They made the cheese head things that are so dumb that, like I said, that they wore, and the grater thing is dumb too. But like I said, they wore those cheese heads that were so stupid, and then Green Bay like actually like sued them to stop making them. So that company then started making the graters that now everybody is buying, and now they're like sold out, and they can't even keep them in stock months down and stuff. So. It's very funny. Got a Lurker Run Pizza is calling. Good to see you, gents. Sam, it is really good to see you too.
Enjoy your pizza.
Glad the ghost of Aaron Rodgers can move on to the spirit world. I like that Aaron Rodgers' last play might be a pick 6.
Oh, yeah.
I'm enjoying that.
And it's so funny.
But I had nothing against the Steelers. I appreciate Sam, and I like Mike Tomlin a lot, so I had nothing against them as well. But
I heard, even when I was watching it, when he got when he got sacked and the ball got taken from him, he was on the ground. And either Mike Florio or Dan Patrick was saying the same thing. He was on the ground almost like, why am I still doing this?
Like, yeah. I think it's even what Mike Tomlin might have been thinking to himself. Just take it. Take the ball. Packers fans as Cowboys fans with cheese, exactly lucky. I think they are trying to like be the whiniest franchise. So they are like competing with the Cowboys now. It's sad. Went out like far with a pick as his last play. It's amazing the correlations between all that stuff. It's kind of silly.
I had heard something that the Packers defensive coordinator was like,
Halfley,
I'll see you guys next week. Don't worry.
Yeah. So that was, getting back to the trash they were talking all week was Halfley said, this isn't our last game. I'll see you guys all next week. So literally doing that. Christian Watson in the locker room was like, this is the team we wanted. We want to go after him. So then Caleb Williams after the game was like, they want us. They got it. So like, he's saying that stuff. And then the Packers dared to actually claim that they're like, yeah, I don't want to say that they were kind of dirty with some of their play, but we'll take notice of it. We're not going to the Packers, who have literally the dirtiest hit in the history of the NFL on Jim McMahon, cannot say jack shit.
Well, that was a long time ago.
I don't care. You threw a man 6 seconds after the play was over to the ground and ruined the rest of that season.
Yeah,
literally ruined the rest of that season. And then also just even in the game against the Bears when the guy he hits DJ Moore, who he caught that pass over the touchdown. So anyway.
Yeah.
There's my rant. I finally got it out. I said you Rodgers getting sacked at 18-12. What you did. You did lucky if you didn't. I actually did see that though, which is hilarious. Crocodile, to the taste of this beer, would you recommend this to Crocodile if he is interested in a stout of this nature?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
this is good. It's not overly sweet.
It's not overly sweet. It could be more. It could be a little heavier. It could even have a little more alcohol. There could be more of everything here. But what's here is good. It's a
8.5% imperial stout. There's nice, like a little bit of heat. There's some bitterness. There's some spice from the cinnamon.
Yeah.
There definitely is a little bit of sweet, but it's not overly so. There's a little bit of chocolate. Everything kind of like what you said is good on the milder side. I would even take more of those things, but that might put it into a different stratosphere. But yeah, if you see this on draft Crocodile, I definitely would give it a try.
It's a drinkable complexity.
Ooh.
Something.
Sounds like a shirt.
Yeah. Drinkable
AboutBeverages. It's a drinkable complexity. We've been so busy talking about so many things. We haven't even talked about the concert that you went to. Obviously, you're wearing the shirt right now.
I am wearing the shirt.
I could not find it live on TikTok.
Oh, that's because
I was surprised.
I preemptively.
It is. So I looked for it, couldn't find it, found clips of it. If you want to relive it again, it is up on YouTube, the full video of the concert. You can find that.
Okay.
I'm glad I didn't go.
I know why you're glad.
I know.
They didn't do New Moon on Monday.
They didn't. How do you play 22 songs and not do New Moon on Monday?
Did they do 22?
That's what I saw on the list. Okay. It was close to 20 or more.
It was something.
Because the last two, I saw Rio was their encore.
And that was great. Which
that's totally fine.
Encore was Save a Prayer into Rio. So it was good. But when I was looking for because when we went to Maroon 5, I found their set list, and then on Spotify I put together a playlist, and Pocket and I listened to it on the way up. So I did that for Duran Duran as well. I found the most recent set list, but everywhere I looked, they didn't do. It was like maybe they would do New Moon on Monday every once in a while.
Oh, see, I hadn't even seen. I looked back at some other ones. I didn't even see it. Oh, that's good to know. At least they're doing it sometimes.
Well, that's what they said. And then somebody in the crowd was like, "It's Monday. You need to do." So I was like, "Of course."
Wow, they should have done. That's even worse.
It was a concert on Monday.
I didn't even think about that. That's even worse.
But then, so one of her, Save a Prayer, and her other favorite song they didn't do, which is one of my favorite. Yeah.
Next t-shirt, Drinkable Complexity.
Drinkable Complexity.
Sorry.
No, they didn't do Please Tell, or Is There Something I Should Know?
Please tell me no.
Yeah, they did not do that.
I didn't even think about that. That's also a great song.
Yeah. So
what would you have taken out of their set list for those two songs?
Well, there's stuff. Well, so they did like some covers. They do White Lines.
Okay, so I saw that, and in my head I was like, "Do they have a version?" Like in my head, I didn't even.
You can find it on Spotify. It's on there. White Lines.
But why?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's gone.
So
that's
it was fun.
No, that's gone.
It was fun, but it's not theirs. So yes.
Right.
Also, they do a version of Evil Woman, which is good.
Okay. Was that at your concert?
And that was at our concert.
Okay.
And it's good. But I would still want those. And then they did they add At the end of, I think, one of their songs, there's one where they put on a Talking Head songs, the Psycho Killer.
Oh, I did see that was tied into something.
And also like Super Freak is tied into one of their songs.
I did see that too. Caught them touring with Bowie in '86. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, that'd be even better.
That would have been prime. Zero. That would have been amazing.
I'm sorry. Milton's ex-wife is huge. Duran.
Oh yeah.
But so it's so funny though because
having flashbacks. Sorry.
Most of the concerts we go to, there's a very large demographic of people and ages. And things. But pretty much, if you look at me, you saw the demographic that was at Duran.
A white male in his 50s,
or the female version. Yeah. Pocket and I were looking around and we're like, everybody pretty much looks like us. Yeah.
And you're like, I don't like this.
It's crazy the amount of people who've seen Duran more than once. And I saw him last year. I'm seeing him again. It's like, oh, okay. And it was fun. We had a good time. They sounded good.
His voice sounded good.
Yeah.
He looks a little odd. He's kind of like lower half is Mick Jagger, like kind of thin, kind of like gangly, and then his upper half is like a little bit like I'm an older man and I've had some food that I've enjoyed.
But it was a lot of fun, and so it was.
I would have liked that part. I could not believe because I was scrolling through YouTube, didn't hear it, and I was like, I must have scrolled past because I was watching some of it, but I was like, I really want to hear their version. I was and then I went back and looked. It's like Set List FM or whatever it is that usually always has all the playlists. Like I'll look at those. I went and looked and I was like, what? And I was like, maybe that song's not named what I think it is. And I was like, no. I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it.
They did some other
I almost woke my wife up at midnight like, hey, they didn't do the song.
No, I know. It's funny. I thought it would probably, if you were watching it live, like I said, I preemptively struck there. Are you gonna be watching I wanted to. I would have.
I would have been mad.
But that was, and so we were not necessarily happy about that. So we would have taken out some of those, and then even a couple of their originals. We would have. There's like the song.
Do you like Ordinary World?
I love Ordinary World.
Yeah, that's a good song.
Ordinary World, Come Undone. There was some good. Yeah, no, the songs were good. They sounded good. Love. Yeah. That was just
Simon
it.
Bond.
James Bond. Yeah, Simon Le Bon. Yeah. No, it's time for us to bond.
Yeah.
So
I like that they did the James Bond like music theme too. Like that was good.
No, it was a good.
I can't believe that New Moon on Monday is one that is that not as much of a hit as I think it is just because I like it.
No, it's a top 10.
What the hell?
It's 10, but it's a top 10
still.
And is there something I should know as a number 6? So I always wonder why it is that they pick songs they do or they don't. Maybe does it have some sort of personal connection? Is it because legally, I think you can play pretty much anything you want live.
Oh, for sure.
So, because you're not profiting specifically on that song. So
that's why people keep going back. They're like, I need to hear them do this song. Yeah, exactly. That's fair.
But it's funny though, because while we're sitting there, and even when we ate at Arrogant Butcher, which is right next to the venue, and they're advertising their upcoming concerts. Yeah. And so we're sitting there in our seats and they're advertising all the stuff, and all of a sudden, so we wound up buying tickets for Nate Bargatze.
Oh, no way! Yeah, I thought you didn't even like him.
Oh no, I do like him. I just said the show that I saw
which I watched is the one on Netflix.
Saw. Yeah, I didn't think it was as funny as some of his other stuff. But I thought it was good.
Oh, okay. No, and I thought it was like you're like, and I even kind of in that one like I enjoyed it, but it wasn't I would agree that it wasn't.
And he might not be touring anymore. I know he's talked about.
I have heard that
phase of his career might.
When is he going to be in concert?
The end of June. So if you want to go,
I should look at that.
We're going to the Friday show. The Friday tickets were a lot less than the Saturday because we were going to go Saturday, but
I have to look at that then.
And we wanted to go to Bruno Mars, but I guess the tickets sold out like that. And they opened another show.
That would probably be fun.
Yeah, then I guess they opened another show. I'm guessing those probably sold out quickly too. But
he started with Uptown Funk. I can leave now. There's nothing else. He did it.
He's a good entertainer.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
But so we've got tickets for Nate Bargatze.
That's funny. On Friday, you said?
The Friday show. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, he's talked about that. Yeah, this kind of might be his last.
Because
he likes doing the producing. Yeah, he likes doing a lot of other stuff. Yeah, he's funny. I like him.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to.
That's funny.
To seeing that. So, but yeah. So.
Anything else strike your eye, but you just didn't hit the iron, or as they say, or whatever? No. That was only promoting what was going on at. I still want to call it America West Arena. We're talking
West
Phoenix right
turned
now.
into Footprint. Now it's
mortgage
matchup.
I know, so dumb.
It's changed so many names.
I would actually like to go see a basketball game.
No, I would definitely do that as well.
Would you want to go to see a Juve game?
Of course.
Okay. We always talk about that.
Yeah,
too.
we do.
All these things we talk about.
Did they win last night?
Huh?
Did they win last night?
Against?
ASU?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was only by like 6 or 7.
It was like they were down by a point right before halftime.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, number 1 in the country.
The heated rivalry.
UVA right there. I mean, ASU likes to think it's a rivalry, which is cute. I mean,
it's cute.
ASU, the Packers of Southern Arizona.
Wow.
Duran starts singing, "Me, help me now," as they try getting on stage.
No, they were all right.
Did you mention undefeated Nebraska? I didn't. Is Nebraska's basketball team undefeated, Lucky? I didn't know that was true. That's amazing.
They're undefeated in the last week. Oh, wait, no.
Wow, man.
We have not been beaten today.
Yeah. As far as you know, we haven't been beaten yet.
Okay.
Basketball school. Oh, now you're a basketball school. Okay. No, that's awesome, though.
Just so you know.
I mean, it's almost March Madness. It's like 6 weeks away.
Yeah.
It's not that far away.
Not that far.
More than you would think.
Yep.
All right. Let's wrap things up. Appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. Good conversation as always. Good beverages also as always. Well, most of the time.
Yeah. Sometimes there's a clunker in there, here and there.
So next week we definitely have a whiskey.
We can do that.
We'll do an
NA
American
Sparkling
Single Malt
Rosé if you want.
I'd be happy to do that. Do you think you'll be able to get your hands on that other prebiotic soda?
If it comes back in stock. I'm not sure when it's due back in stock, but I will look into that.
Okay.
Could check that out.
If you don't get that, we could always have the maple root beer. So maybe we just go back.
Sure.
And yeah, I'm happy. That wine sounds good. Do you want to do that? You said you were... Why are you so interested now? There we go.
Because I heard it was because actually one of my coworkers who had one of our NA wines that he actually returned. He's like, I've hardly returned anything in my Trader Joe's career, but he returned that. He said, actually tastes like a wine. So sparkling rosé
actually tastes like a wine.
Actually tastes like like it should taste.
Oh, okay. I was
just without the alcohol.
Oh,
so.
Oh, that's right. It's NA. Okay, that is interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
NA.
It's an NA. Well, dry January.
It's as we had,
my glass
we had
is
108
dry.
Proof whiskey. Yeah. we had an Imperial Stout. Yeah, everybody got an extra beverage tonight too. We slipped in the Sprecher Brewing
right.
cherry soda too.
You called the audible.
Well, all of a sudden I realized it was the cherry we were having. That I was like. And all of a sudden my brain went to like, I set those two aside. Let's have one of those.
Do it.
Let's do that. All right.
So we got some options. We got things to pick. Things to choose from.
So we'll have an American single malt next week from Westward. We'll have one of those.
Oh, Westward.
Okay. We'll continue with the Westward train.
I hope they're watching. I hope they're enjoying.
I hope so too. Like I said, I'll definitely, when we, now that podcast specifically is up, we should definitely tweet at them and see if,
hey, you best.
You're an all-star.
Yeah.
Get your Westward on.
You're an all-star.
Go play. Something like that. All right. Let's go say hi to someone who is also part of the Game to Give charity stuff that we've been doing with Destiny. I'll be doing some more of that tomorrow, helping to raise funds for the Little Lights. We're going to go say hi to Sarah. She is super, super nice. She is doing a dungeon right now. Is she doing dungeon by herself? I can't quite tell. No, it looks like there's other people there. All right. She's just doing the new dungeon, which is super, super awesome. She's fantastic. Make sure you're following her if you can support in any way, either by just watching for a little bit or by possibly dropping in a donation. That would be great as well. Would be appreciated to her campaign. But again, I will be back on again tomorrow. He'll be back here next week, next Thursday, same time as usual, 2:30 p.m. Pacific. 5:30 Eastern. Did I say all that right?
Something like that.
Sounds right. Something of that nature.
Sounds about right.
That's not right.
That's not
We're
right.
a Big Pants fan. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you very much. See you next week.